another thing that I've also noticed is that accountants, they're billing hourly. There's a huge difference between how they're servicing their clients versus the accountants who are not billing hourly and they're billing on retainer, how they're treating their customers and what type of customer support they have. There's like a night and day difference. And I notice that because I work with accountants all the time and I get always excited when on a discovery call, they tell me we are billing on retainer. We do not bill hourly because I know that I'm going to get a much higher level of service versus someone who's going to send me a bill at the end of the month. Here are my 10 hours that I worked on the stuff that you gave me, right?
Yes. And if we look at it from the accountant's perspective, they're doing several things. They're building value by sharing with you how they structure their pricing and probably why they structure it that way. You have an expectation you're going to get better service. And also, you can budget. So that's the other problem with hourly billing is how many times have you gotten a bill that shocked you because you didn't realize that that 3-minute phone call was going to be billed at 15-minute increments, right? So all of that works against the accountant who is the business owner when they start talking about billing hourly and this is how we work and this is my rate. Anytime you're talking about rate, you can't talk about a transformational service because it's transactional pricing. And so what I often teach is how do you crack the code to move away from hourly billing? And there are lots of different structures you can use. Monthly retainer is one of them. But one of the challenges that a lot of people run into, the professional services, is that sometimes the client needs a type of project first, like auditing their bookkeeping, or they need a particular thing done before they can get to the other part of the service. And so sometimes you need a pricing model with two elements to it. One that handles that upfront project and the other where it might be a monthly retainer. So there are lots of different models that work really well for service companies. But if you don't know that, and again, coming out of a corporate career, or if you came out of a firm somewhere, they don't do that. And so you wouldn't really know how to do that. And that's part of what I teach. So I have a program called Value Driven Pricing that focuses on that pricing piece for service companies. And then another program called Painless Selling to Ideal Buyers. Because my belief is selling doesn't have to be painful. And if you have a process, and going back to your point earlier about the structure and the processes, having a sales process will change everything in your business because you will function with so much more confidence and help your buyers be ready to buy. So it's more like matchmaking. And that actually works a whole lot better for women in particular.